Hello everyone, it's my Candle64 here, bringing you a Black Ops 2 gameplay. I haven't done this in a while, a commentary, but since yesterday was Valentine's, I thought I'd talk to you about my first true love. And you're probably thinking, I don't want to hear about your love, Michael, I want to see you play the video games, sir. Well, that's not what you think. My first love came when I was 6, and it wasn't a little 6-year-old girl. So it was a Nintendo 64, and that Nintendo 64 would probably change my life forever. Just that one game console changed my life. The first ever FPS shooter I ever played was on a Nintendo 64, and it was 007 GoldenEye, and that game was the shit. I remember my brother in high school who had his friends come over all the time, and we would play, and I would always beat them, and they'd be always amazed at my skills, because I was such a little kid and didn't understand how he was so good. Probably because I played that game a lot, but yeah, that probably changed the way I thought about video games, and that's probably the first ever video game I played. Like, it was amazing. I got mind fucked. My eyes balls were having orgasms to its greatness, and oh, that game, I'll never forget you. And of course I played other games on that, like Super Mario like 64, and I played Pokemon Stadium a lot. Just games like that, all the good games for the Nintendo 64, I played. So yeah. And then after that came, I think I want to say the PlayStation 1, the following Christmas. That later on that year I got PlayStation 1. My first game was Rocket Power, which is weird. My parents got me that as my first game, but I played that. And then I never got into one game on the PlayStation. Just my parents bought me a lot of just random games, and I just played them, stuff, whatever. It wasn't a big deal. There was never one game for that system. So PlayStation 1, it was alright. Played it. I loved it at the time, of course. And then I think after that was the GameCube. Okay, now the GameCube was the one that also, well, the GameCube Super Smash Bros. Melee that came out for the GameCube was the game that got me really competitive. I really didn't want to lose, and I remember being like, I think 11 or 12, or I think it was like maybe 10 or 11. I don't know. That one game was Super Smash Bros. Melee, and that game really got me competitive. I never wanted to lose. I played that game so much, so many hours I was spent in that game just to get better and not lose to anyone with Super Smash Bros. Melee. And I remember there was this one kid that would always beat me. Like, and I didn't understand. I can beat everyone else, like, and that they say they were good. I can beat them, but this one kid I couldn't beat. He was really good. I don't know. I couldn't beat him, and it took me a good maybe several months to like try to get better, quicker, try to learn something new, or play with other characters, see if I can beat him. And it took me about 3 months just to get to a point where I beat him. He never beat me after that. After that first loss he got from me, I always won. And it took me a long time, but after that feeling that he can never beat me again was just like amazing. Like, I felt like I was the best player ever in my little cul-de-sac at the time. But yeah, that's what got me into it. And then I played other games on the GameCube. Like, I got into Metroid Prime 1 and 2, and then Star Fox 64, and then, well, not 64, this is Star Fox Adventures, I think that was what it was called on the GameCube. And then, yeah, there's like Pokemon Gale of Darkness and all them I played on there too. I was into Pokemon, so yeah. Then after that came the PS2, and the PS2, it wasn't really much for it. Just like, it was like the PS1 in my opinion. Just the graphics were a little better, of course. There wasn't one game I stuck to on the PlayStation 2. I think the only hours I've spent on the PlayStation 2 was probably Kingdom Hearts. I was into that, and I don't know why, but now I recall, I was like, why was I into that stuff? But Kingdom Hearts, I beat 1, 2, I think, and 3. Actually, I don't even know if they made a 3. But I know the major ones were like 1 and 2, and I beat those, and yeah, that's the only hours I spent was just probably on Kingdom Hearts and just random games like Legos. That always really fun. The Lego Star Wars, the collection of all of them, that was really fun. And if I had it, I still play it. But when games just sit around, or consoles that just sit around, I usually sell them to someone who wants to play it, and let them have fun, because I feel bad that you're just sitting there and someone wants to play with them. So I usually just sell it. Maybe I'll give away a game, whatever. Didn't have the money. But yeah, I don't regret that. But you know, sometimes you want to play those games when life brings you down, and or you're having a sucky time playing Black Ops 2 or something. But yeah, the PS2, that was that. Just played it, had fun. And then I got the Wii, and the Wii was okay like the first year. The only one that the new motion thing was cool. The only one that went well with that was probably Wii Sports. Was the only thing that probably went well with that for a while until newer games came out and stuff, which was later on though. And that didn't last long. You know, I had fun. I played a lot of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I did because of Melee, and I got into that of course for a while, and then I got tired of it. It's like, whatever, I'm not having that much fun. And then I got a PS3, a life-changing console of my life, just cause of Black Ops, the first one. That's the first game that I played like online in general, and got really into it. Got really competitive. I don't know. That made me. That Black Ops 1 probably changed me a little bit in a way. I know it's weird, like how can a game change you? But nah, just like maybe my personality changed a little bit just because of that game. I had fun playing that game. Just it brought out the good in me, I guess. Sometimes it'll bring out the good in me unless I'm having a bad game. Then it brought out the really bad in me. But yeah, Black Ops 1 was the first like multiplayer game I played online. Never wanted to lose. Just constantly playing it. Put hours prestiging. I prestiged all the way. 15 prestige. Got all. I think I only got like 6 golden guns because I got bored. I didn't feel like doing it, and I ended up making a new account just because I was bored. And like I was like, I want to try to prestige 15 on this one, but I think I only ended up prestiging like 4, and then I think Modern Warfare 3 came out. But yeah, that game changed a lot, and then changed a lot about me anyways, and that's why I sort of met Daniel, not really. Friends I had, well, IJL, the one that introduced me to San Diego, and ever since that we all been close, and we've been playing. Black Ops 1 brought us close pretty much, and we got into it, and this is where we're here now. And I'll never forget, Black Ops 1 is amazing. It'll always be true to my heart, and I'll never forget it. And San Diego could say the same because he mounted it on his wall. But amazing game. And then Black Ops 2, I'm starting to get into it a little bit, and I'm getting used to it. Little by little, I'm getting better. Hopefully I can bring better gameplay like this, better than this, and whatever. But this video's almost over, so I just want to say thank you for all your time for watching this. Like, subscribe, comment. Happy Valentine's Day. Give hugs and kisses to everyone you know. And I hope you all have a great day. Thank you guys so much. Alright, I'll talk to you later.